Welcome back to Lola Apparels and Stitches. Yes, we'll be drafting this lovely gown today. So let's go there. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making that ruffled gown. I'll be making mine as a long gown. I'll be making use of these two yards for the bodies and this one for the ruffle. I have a matching thread and a matching bias. I have my scissors and my cause. So if you're interested in this tutorial, let's dive right into it. So this is the gown I'm going to draft. I'm going to illustrate on. I have the length to be 58 inches. From the shoulder to where I want the ruffle to start is 42 inches, and the ruffle length will be 16 inches. I'm going to be adding 2 inches seam allowance to it, so it will give me 60 inches. This will be folded in a bias form. I'm going to show you how the bias form is. Bias form. So let's get right into it. So I have my fabric like this. It's in two. My fabric is in two. I folded it into two. Have it like this. Then you fold it like this to form your A shape. To form your A shape. And you see, it won't be equal anymore. This is folding on bias. So I'm going to start drafting my measurement now. So I said it that the gown length is 58 inches plus 2 inches for the seam allowance. It will be 60. And from the shoulder to where the ruffle will start, I want it to be 42. So you cross check if this is up to 42. I have 45 inches, which is very perfect for me. It's perfect. So I'm just going to draft out 42 inches. This is 42 because I want this full part. This full part, I don't want to start from there. So I'm starting from the upper part to the full part. So I have 42. 42 inches. And I'm going to have a straight line. Straight line. I hope we can see it. This is a straight line which will serve as the shoulder measurement. 42. This is 41. I'm going to bring it up. I know it won't be equal since it's folded on the bias. So I'm going to have it like this. That's 42. So I'll go to the shoulder. The shoulder divided by 2, which is 8 inches. Remember, this is a sleeveless gown. And when you are cutting a sleeveless gown, you have to minus 1 inch from your shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches. I'm going to deduct 1 inch from it, which will give me 15. So I'm going to be having 7.5 inches here. And for the armhole, my round armhole is 20. We're not going to be making use of your actual round armhole, so that this place, the part of the armhole won't be opening after you've worn it. So instead of 9, I'm going to be making use of 8.5. 8.5. And my bust will come here. My bust is 42 divided by 4 will give me 10 and a half plus 1 inch seam allowance. I want the bust area to be fitted. The waist will be a bit fitted, at least 1 inch difference. So from the shoulder to the half length, it's 17, and my waist is 36. That's 9 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance plus half inch for freeness. Half inch for freeness. So I'll just take it down just like that. So for here, I'm going to repeat what I have here, which is 7.5. 7.5. Can you see? I'm cutting both the back and the front together. You know, I folded it into two folds, and I folded it again, which makes it four fold. So I'm going to carve out my armhole. I've carved out my armhole. Then from my bust to my waist, I'm going to shape it out just like that. Then from here, I'm going to take it down. I'm just going to take it down like that. In case your hip measurement, you're thinking that the hip area might not be enough for your hip, just measure from your shoulder to 24 inches. Then measure out your hip. My hip is 42. This is 10 and a half. Can you see? This 10 and a half. I still have almost 2.5 there. So it's very perfect. But if you want it fitted at the hip area, you just measure out your hip, then add the 1 inch for seam allowance and maybe half inch for freeness. It depends on your choice. So this is it. I'm going to cut it out now. So from the shoulder, remember, I didn't come down by 1 inch. We have to come down, sorry for that. Come down by 1 inch. I think I have the 1 inch already. Remember the 3 inches by 3 inches. 3 inches width, 3 inches depth. So I'm going to use my French curve to curve it out. So, and for the back, I'm going to be doing 1 inch because it's going to have hole at the back, like a keyhole. It's going to have a keyhole at the back. So I'm going to shape the back as well out. So I've shaped it out. Let me drag it a bit down so that we can see it. Can you see the shoulder? My shoulder is 8 inches, but because it's sleeveless, I made it 7.5. Then from the 7.5 down, I use 8.5 because it's sleeveless, and I bring out my bust area with 1 inch seam allowance. And for the neck, back neck is 1 inch, front neck is 3 inches by 3 inches. So the 1 inch for the slope, I have it there. But from the shoulder to your waist, you measure it, add your 1.5 allowance, then you shape it down just like that. I'm going to cut it out now. So we're done. So can you see the shape? This is where the ruffle will be. So I'll cut out the back neck first. Okay. So I'll cut out the front neck now. So if you want the front neck to be lower than this, you can still rotate it. I'm going to rotate it with half inch. So I have it like so. And for the back, I'm going to have a keyhole at the back. So you can measure yours. I'll be doing keyhole 5 inches. I'm going to open it like that. So this is the back with keyhole. There'll be a button here, and that is done. So I have the ruffle now, which I'm going to join. I'm going to join it with 1/2 inch together. So for the main bodies, I'm going to start joining now. I will join the shoulder, the two shoulders together, right side facing each other. I'm going to join the shoulder first, the two shoulders. I'm going to join. I'll also move down to the side and join it with my 1 inch, 1 inch seam allowance. Then if you love to have a pocket attached here, a side pocket attached to it, you can measure from your shoulder to 17 inches. I'm going to illustrate that now. So how to cut your side seam pocket? You can do it like this. Place your hand on it. Don't make it like this so that it won't be tight. Make sure you free the fingers. You can do it like this and curve it out. Maybe from here. I believe you can see it. Just like this. Can you see? Can you see? I hope it's clear enough. You can cut it out like this, or you measure out 11 inches from the straight part like this. 11 inches. You chalk it out. You measure here. Measure 8 inches. You rule it out like that. Then you also join it with this one. You have a square, even though it's not of the same length. Then you can take your curve, put it at an angle here. Put your curve at an angle here. Then curve it, make it round at that angle. Make it round at the angle. You can either do it like this or the first part I showed you. So I'm going to be making use of this and cut it out. So you have your pocket. Since it's in 4 places, just cut it out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have it like that. This is a pocket. So I'm going to show you how to attach a pocket to the side of your gown or skirt anyhow. I will show you now. In order to get where you place your pocket, the side pocket, lay it like this. Make sure it's equal. Then you fold the other side. Make sure it's equal to. Flip it on each other like this. Then this measurement depends on how tall you are, how tall your client or you yourself are. From the nape of your shoulder, measure 17 inches. This is my 17. I'm just going to trace it. 17 inches, which is the normal one. For someone who is tall, like the owner of this gown, I'll be making use of 18 inches. 18 inches. So I'm going to rule it out. So I'm going to notch it at that 18 inches. Right side of this fabric, I'm going to put it. Remember the way I notch for the pocket. This is where I notch for the pocket. I'm going to put it here, just to know that place, and you look for the straight part of the pocket. You can see this straight part, this straight part. That's what I'm going to use. Then the right side, facing the right side of the fabric, the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the fabric, like this. Remember the 1.5 inch that we added, but I'm going to be making use of 1 inch for the side seam, remember. So I'm going to put it like this. Then I'll sew it down to where the side pockets start. So in case it's 1/2 inch that you left for the seam allowance, it must be 1/2 inch that you're going to pick at this side of the pocket too, in order not to have shortage, in order for the cloth not to be tight or too loose. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to, so right now I have fixed the pockets. I have fixed the 4 pockets on this side too, and I've also done the pleat. I've also done the pleat. It's not that full, but I will implore you to use 4 yards when you want to make yours. Use 4 yards so that this side, this part can be fuller than this. Okay. So right now I'm going to take it back to my sewing machine and sew the side. I'll sew the side, the pocket. I'll sew it down both 2 sides. I'll also use my bias for the neck, and I will attach the button holes and the button to it, and I'll come and show you the final look. Thank you. So guys, this is the final look. I have done the button, the neck, and the side, and I've also hemmed it. I said to add a belt to it, so I'm going to show you on the mannequin. Thank you guys for watching this video till the end. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Encourage me, please. Encourage me to do more. Thank you very much. I hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you guys. I love you. Please kindly like, share, subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. Bye.